Hey everyone, this is A Gameplay and welcome back to Hooked on You. So I just wanted to remind you guys that I have a giveaway going on right now on my Discord channel. So there's about 7 games to be won, and right now the maximum of participants, I think it is like 6. So yeah, if you participate you have a high chance of winning. So let's start again. Wait a second, where are we? This isn't... Oh jeez, it is. It's one of those reality show confessionals room, where all of the contestants talk directly to camera. I think today really went well. These were some of my first interaction with someone who isn't a parent that didn't end in bloodshed or untimely perishing in my Russian cottage. So I'm counting today as a win no matter what happens. What do I think of the newcomer? Do I have to say? Oh, I do. Okay. Attractive, mysterious. I really don't know that many other words since I was raised by a mom in the woods until she was cured by an elk and I had to wash her entrails off my sarafan. Okay. That being said, the other 3 should make sure to be on their guard. I don't know who this newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow, but I for one will not let my guard down easily. Who knows about the others? Wraith, I think, knows more than he's letting on about this place, but he's a hard nut to crack. Meanwhile, Spirit is just screaming all the time. Major buzzkill. And Trapper, where do I even begin with Trapper? He's buff, sure, but daddy issues much? Sheesh. Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I eat a fine diet of raw deer, beer, and human, and I'm fit as a fiddle. That being said, something about this newcomer makes me think that I might be missing out on some huge part of this thing called life. If I'm being honest, I want to kill just about every person I meet within a minute of meeting them. Even the few people I can tolerate, I want to see suffer for a long time before I kill them. But this person, for some reason, I would like them to continue living for now. One false step and... well, you know, everyone calls me Trapper for a reason, and they better call me Trapper. I swear if I watch this later and you list me as Evan, I'm going to kill the Chiron guy. Yeah, today was fun. I don't want to get ahead of myself or really invest in something that might hurt me, so I don't know. Maybe we'll just see how it goes, or maybe they'll realize I'm not the one for them. They seem pretty smart, so that's probably what'll happen. I gotta learn to go easier on myself. Who could love me if I can't love myself? But that's true. You know, I think I learned a lot about myself today. I always thought I was doomed to be alone for eternity. Only my creeping desire for revenge to keep me company. Now I know it. Oh? Achievement unlocked, still alive? Had I finished the game last time? You open your eyes, the sun is shining. There's not a cloud in the sky and you feel great, totally well rested. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on a vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why? I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet though. At least they make for a sexy bunch, no? And talk about sexy, here comes Trickster carrying coffee. Morning, beautiful. I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start this incredible day off, right? Yeah, that looks like poison. Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanor though. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. I also want to wish you luck. Today is an important one. My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues? Also, I'm just swamped with engagement, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island now, it's the time. Never mind, he left. Well, at least he brought me a cup of... No, wait, don't drink that. What the hell was that? They don't call him Trickster because he's good on a skateboard, and he definitely don't get that name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. That was almost certainly not coffee, and I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you. Yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise, the type of place you give a 5 on 5, 10 on 10, 2 thumbs up review to, not an eternal prison of pain. And please make sure to leave a review, it really helps with the algorithms. Just trust me, I'm looking out for you, so can we please move on? Hey, Wait a second. How did a possibly omniscient, possible, I can talk right now. Hey, wait a second. How did a possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand? This is not Parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land, I submerge those who defy me, and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something of grave importance. Achievement unlocked, trial run. Fine, go ahead. Even if this place is an eternal prison of pain, and I'm not saying it is, even a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 on 5, 10 on 10, thumbs up review if it was crafted with love or that's the type of things you're into. You know the ocean is right, a lot of hard work goes into a place like this. You should really judge it on the artist's intent. And whenever possible, start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing this elaborate vacation is not easy to do. Sometimes there are some small bugs or inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of a creative process with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment, not be overly critical of them. This is really gonna improve my English. It's a lot of talking. Are you trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from that poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. They always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Even if they do make some great points. Oh sure, they make great points, I agree. Can we please move on? Yes, of course, apologize, eh? The last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on the island? Yes, I've been having a lovely time. Yes, it's been really entertaining. Yes, I'm not suspicious there's no option. Yes, I'm not at all suspicious that there's no option here. What an encouraging response. And we're so glad you're not suspicious. Hey Claudette, maybe A isn't suspicious because they figured out what they're actually doing here. 0 chance. They're still clicking, even right now, to see how you'll respond. Hey, look at that. Yeah, they don't know anything. It doesn't matter though, eh? We're so happy to hear you're having fun. I didn't say I was having fun. We're all having fun, eh? Do you hear us? We're all having fun. We do need to ask you one more question though. We all had to sign away our rights to say anything negative about this place. Will you please sign this non-disparagement agreement? No, I will not say anything negative about this island. You have my word that I, A, agree with the terms of this verbal contract. Really? Perfect, delightful, excellent. Yes. AA, it's still totally cool if you have constructive feedback. The place to leave that is in a positive review, because we all know that nobody reads negative reviews of games, resorts like this. Anyway, I see Dwight and Claudette have gone into a trance, and with the grumbling I hear from your belly, that can mean only one thing. Breakfast. Perfect timing. Everyone rolls into the dining area to lard up those sexy little bellies with pancakes and bacon, and so much for maintaining these beach buds. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here? A yogurt? Magic power will only get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. You take your plate and sit down, thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind of feeling you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation, it was like going through puberty again, except all in one day on a beautiful and mysterious island. It looked like you're not the only one doing some introspection though. Trapper stands up to talk about how his day went, in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't. I'll be honest, I didn't expect you to survive yesterday, so congrats, I guess. Whatever you survived today is 50-50 at best. Good luck. Well, that was bizarre. Back to your nope. Now Huntress step up to talk about her feeling. At this point, anything could happen. I'm open to all the possibilities that this strange island has in store. How open-minded. Oh well, that surely must be it. No one else would weirdly stand up during breakfast too. And just like that, here comes Spirit. If I look especially well rested this morning, it's not because I slept well. As you know, I'm much too dedicated to finding revenge to ever sleep again. But because you all really left me alone yesterday, to me by my best not consently annoyed self, and I thank you for that. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go back to quietly resenting being trapped here with you all while looking cute doing so. Guessing Wraith has had enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of a group. Oh, perfect, there it is. Take us home, Wraith. Oh, hey, that was fun yesterday, huh? Yeah, I mean, not like too much fun, that would be weird, but like a good amount of fun. And now they're all looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. I'll see you all soon. Damn, that a power play. Keep him wanting more. You're getting good at this game. Sexy true to life experience. Shame you didn't get to eat any breakfast, but so be it. It's probably someone anyway. I don't want to eat someone. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. Before you get there though, something catches your attention. You hear that? Who are you addressing, me? Well, yeah, I guess. This is okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these poor fine killers, but it feels like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, narrator. It's only okay in so much as it serves to illustrate that you're lost your mind, seeing how I'm not real and all. Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the pool shed. No, stick it in there. A little more, a little more. Oh yeah, that's it, yes. How does that feel? Intense. Nice. Yeah, that feels right. This is uncomfortable. Now I want you to take that and put it right. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Just like that. Exactly like that. I swear I had no idea these two even do whatever it is they are doing. I'm afraid to look. Please say something so they know you're close by and can hear everything. Oh wow, look at this super cool bottle of Trickster brand suntan lotion someone left on a chair. Anyone know where I can buy some? Damn it. Oh, come on. A little privacy, please? Are you kidding me? Lloyd is panting and Claudette has a crazed look in her eyes. Sorry, I didn't know how else to let you know I was here and that I could hear you well, you know. Know what? What do you think we were doing? You were doing... I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it sounded like, fun? You think two people trying to find new ways to kill each other in a desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun? Oops. We get 5 minutes to ourselves every day, and we spend it hoping if we stab each other in just the right spot, we won't get resurrected. Huh. I've come to believe that the key is finding the exact place we need to bleed out from, and I believe this place is in our appendix. Why else would it be there? Makes sense to me. Do you actually think we were me and him, Dwight? You don't have to laugh that hard, they get it. Yeah, I'm not gonna laugh that hard either. My life is a nightmare, and yet someone has never been worse than right now. Let's go, Loverboy. I know that all our entry wounds, and our 5 minutes is up anyway. Good luck, A. You're going to need it. And A, if you figured out how to escape this island, please make sure your ghost tell us now. That was both a tragedy and a comedy, a cragmedy. Shut up, I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, you're heading to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was in short a lot. So far today has been exhausting too. But you're dedicated to achieve a true centered sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit, just soaking up sun in a heated pool. Today, you're on a date with you. Oh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? And aside from the disturbing thought, all is going to plan until a shadow blocks your precious sun. Peaky tipped like a palm tree is bending over to screw with you. But it's not a tree at all, it's... Hey babe, breakfast was weird, huh? Everyone just getting up and announcing how they're feeling? What's that about? Some forced kind of check-in with the group? I don't like it. Fishy. Kinda lazy. Whatever though, breakfast is done. No one should eat before noon or after 4 p.m. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You see my abs, by the way? Maybe you can see them later at my private stage on the other island, you know? IP Island, where all the Hollywood celebs hang out. If you play your cards right, I could give you a private show. Catch you around. Why do you look mad? His abs are pretty amazing, you gotta give him that. And the blow-up bath? Threatening but adorable. Makes for an interesting silhouette. Genius design. He's a psychopath just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything, and we're not best friends. Just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking, it's not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. Okay, now that that guy is gone, and we've got some ground rule established that we're definitely going to abide by, it's time to lay back, take some deep, slow breaths, and... Nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. Let's see who it is this time. Oh, it's Wraith. That checks out. You two have gotten pretty cozy. Sorry if this is too forward, but do you want to get out of here? I know a place it's kind of, I mean, it's got, well, it's hard to explain. Actually, it's kind of weird. You know what? If you want to go somewhere else with someone else, I totally understand. But if you want to see something weird and interesting, let me know, I guess. You've been around Wraith long enough to realize that this rambling speech was actually him being incredibly brave and asking you out. But before you can decide if you want to go off with Wraith, the Huntress interjects. Hey, just wanted to give you a chance to head out with me to a cute beach house instead of wherever this guy is going to take you. He'll probably read you some poetry and force you to learn about Petrov's chest defense. I mean, if you want to learn about some other Russians move, I've got you covered. I'm talking about Barinia, the traditional Russian folk dance. I probably didn't say that right. You all have your minds in the gutter. And if I'm honest, I love it. Tough choice. You weigh your option quickly because you can only go on one date today, and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's always good to remember that these are all cold-blooded killers, but you know what they say, when life gives you lemon, you make lemonade. And then die a horrible, retching death after drinking it because the lemons were poisoned all along. Sorry, this island has really got me tilted. So who will it be? I doubt she's gonna kill me, and I kinda wanna go with Wraith on this playthrough, so Wraith it is. I gotta go with Wraith. He asked me first too, so I can just say that. Wraith? Yes? I picked you. Sorry, I stopped paying attention, and then I thought I was hallucinating. And now, really? Yes, really. Cool. Oh, pensive pairing is my achievement? Here's my island hangout. This is what I call the cosmic dump. I know, it's one of those first draft gonna change it later names, and that just kinda sticks. Dump is being kind. It's a massive collection of seemingly ancient ruins that simultaneously appear to have been recently abandoned. And a little beat up, there are stone obelisks, strange carving, ritual table. Is that a car? It's pretty weird, like a collection of things from different, places. You look around in awe, then look at Wraith expecting more of an explanation. There is a very long, very awkward pose. Break the silence or try and look cute. I'll try to break the silence. So just as you decide to talk, Wraith also worked up the courage to say something. How adorably awkward. You both stop talking, wait a second, then start talking again. At the same time, this is a hard watch. Next thing you know, you both start nervously laughing at how awkward it is. Wraith finally makes eye contact with you. And after what seems like an eternity, Wraith finally managed an entire sentence. So, wait. What brings you to the island? I have no idea. You're not going to explain what this weird place is. Who cares? You, why not? You smile cheekily as you practically purr you. Wraith covers his face and excuses himself. You can overhear him doing breathing exercise and giving himself a pep talk in the wood nearby. He comes back blushing. Sorry, I had to check on pee. I had to go pee. Wraith looks at you with his always sad puppy dog eyes, searching for something to say, anything to talk about. He clears his throat. You remember my bell? I showed it to you yesterday. Of course. Wraith pulls it out. The bell, you purr. Well, I just think it's really nice you picked me to hang out with, and Wraith gives it to you. The bell, it gives you the bell. Get your mind out of the gutter, jeez. I want you to have it. Please take care of it. You know how much it means to me. I promise I'll take such good care of it. This is the sweetest gift. Wraith smiles, but even when smiling, his eyes seem sad. You smile back knowing what a gift he's just given you. I mean, it's kinda shitty because you can't really do anything with it, but it means a lot. Not to you though, to someone else. Still, a cool gift. You both search for something to say, anything to talk about. During the awkward silence, you look around the dump, spotting some kind of ritual table stained with blood and littered with various bottles. Nearby is what looks like some dangerous potion. What was this ancient cult up to? Looking to shake up this date? Is this a date? Yikes. Anyway, looking to shake it up, you approach the potions and pick up the fanciest one. So what will we do next? Pour out those potions, mix those potions, drink that potion? Ooh, am I gonna die? Well, why not? Freedom lies in being bold. You take the biggest bottle of the nastiest looking potion and gulp it down. It turns out that was not a great idea. Or was it the best idea? That's right, it's me again. While I've got your attention, let me simply remind you, you've got a mission, a purpose, a destiny. Maintain control. If you lose it, take it back. Okay, now back to business. Oh, you're alive! Welcome back! Wraith is tenderly caring for you, whipping your bra with a wet cloth. He's undressed you. Now, don't get carried away. He had his eyes closed the whole time. I was watching, and made a bed for you. Thank you for taking care of me. That's kind of creepy, though. Why did I need to be undressed? I'm sorry I did that. I don't know what came over me. I'm just happy you're okay. I want to take care of the people I care for. You smile at him. Deep down, you can tell he's also happy. He had the chance to be there for someone in their time of need. So that was the good choice. Wraith nervously smiles. He's endearingly awkward. So, I guess, tell me about your family. I have no family. I remember my parents, or I remember my grandmother. I remember my parents. They were always fighting. Wraith sight, one of those long Wraith sights. At least your parents were... Oh, he's not happy. At least your parents were around. I'd give anything to have spent more time with mine, even if they were fighting. Ouch, can't win with this guy. The sexual tension in the air is palpable, or maybe it's just regular tension. Hard to tell with this guy. You look around for anything to distract you. What's this table for? Or it sure is a beautiful night. You look at the ritual table again. It's beating up with a giant hole in it. You look back at Wraith. You smile at Wraith. Know any ritual we could do on this table? You wink, nice touch. Wraith blushes and stammers and looks away, smiling. Nice. Wink. Yes, narrators can narrate using emojis. Wraith looks intensely at the table. What's he thinking about? Probably something deep and philosophical. Intense, sad, something about the inherent nothingness. Want to play cornhole? Or that? The hole in the table makes a great target. Here we can use these skulls I found laying around. Well, this is definitely a more fun date activity. It's easy, just stand back and, toss them into the hole. Don't worry if you miss, there are lots more skulls around. Does that little skull. Okay, ready? Kinda missed. Not bad, really. Not bad. Perfect. Not bad. Oof. Not bad. Don't worry, nobody wins everything all the time. Winning anytime is actually pretty cool. I've played this hundreds of times. I have never gotten them all. I'm just glad to have someone else to play with. You feel like you're finally warming up Wraith, so you unleash the big guns. Wanna play truth or dare? Wraith looks mortified, but tries to keep it together. Maybe this is progress. I guess so, but only if I can ask first. Deal. Truth or dare? Oh, I don't know with him. Truth, I feel like my answer is probably not gonna be what he wants to hear, but or dare. What is he gonna ask me to do? I'll go with truth. How about a truth? If you were a plant, what kind of plant would you be? Try again, roll your eyes. Great question. Great smiles, you're such a kiss ass. Rhododendron? What the hell is that? A cactus? What the hell is that? A very flowery description. I thought it was funny. I don't think Wraith cared for it though. Too bad you can't. Who me? You can't. Okay, there. Take off your shirt, show me something. Show me something. Show me something. Show me something you've never shown anyone else. Well, you're about to see something many other people have seen. Wraith looking incredibly uncomfortable. I'm sorry, that's a bad dare, too vague. It just truth or dare makes me feel Thank you for being patient with me. I need to try to be more open with people, starting now. Wraith clears his throat. In that way, a lazy writer would make him do if they wanted to signify something important and different was coming up. Let's see if we're right. Do you have my bell? I want to show you something. We were right. Take a drink? Is this not a drinking game? Damn, missed opportunity. Of course I have it. You reached for it, but it's gone. Wraith furrows his brow. I swear I had it. I don't know what could have happened. Well, I'll need to find it for... But Claudette and Dwight burst in and interrupt. Seems like they have a very dramatic announcement. We have a very dramatic announcement. See? Told you so. But it needs to take place at the beach. Okay. You arrive at the beach, but something feels off. You can't quite put your finger on it, but you feel uneasy and cold. And there's no sound. And here's why. Spirit appears as if from nowhere. But you didn't expect this hot pieces of sass. What god girlfriend can't make silly sexy puns from time to time? Dwight and Claudette scram. Oh, she's so gonna kill me. Yeah, I use these two simpletons to dupe you. You're easy to dupe, maybe because deep down you wanted to be duped. There's no way Wraith can be keeping you happy. Spirit's usually disaffected nature has given way to some combination of disgusted and desperation. And it's kind of working. Wraith's a fake. He's not even a real ghost. He only pretends. He doesn't want people to care about him, but really, that's all he wants. And he wants it more than anything. Can't you imagine wanting something so cringe? I bet he won't even tell you his theory about this island. What a fake. You deserve to be with someone real, a real ghost, someone who really doesn't give a shit, someone who doesn't even care. If you say yes or no to me, you're a hypocrite. Don't even answer. You're right about Wraith. No, I don't want to say that because I kind of want to make it happen with Wraith in this playthrough. I kind of want to tell you're a hypocrite. She may kill me though. What a hypocrite. If you really don't care, why did you go through all the trouble to win me over? You storm off back to Wraith. As you walk away, Spirit musters something under her breath. Knowing her, it's almost certainly about revenge. You came back. No one ever comes back. Wraith is shook. Are those tears welling up in his eyes? You can't tell because he looks away. There's a sniffle and he looks back at you, beaming. I want to show you something. You follow Wraith to a corner of the ruins that you haven't seen. He brushes aside some dead leaves and branches, revealing a hatch in the ground. Want to do the honors? You open the hatch with some effort and lower yourself into a long tunnel, grabbing onto a rusty ladder and beginning your descent. Be careful. Murder hole? You descend into a spooky, dimly lit room. It looks like an ancient ritual chamber with torches, tapestries, engraved skulls, and animal remains. On one end is a set of intricately carved locks and cuff mechanism on the wall, a torture area. On the other side is a table with potion, books, and maps. The wall, the books, or the map. You unfurl one of the larger rolled-up pieces of a canvas, revealing a detailed map of the island. It's all here: Trapper's Cave, Spirit Lighthouse, Huntress's Cabin, all the common areas, even IP Island up in the corner with little hearts drawn around it. I figured out the layout of the entire island. I need to know what it is I'm trying to escape from. Oh, you're also trying to escape. Look at the... Oops. You pick up one of the larger letter-bound book, and Wraith walks over, opening to a specific page. You see incantation symbols, a drawing of the someone chained to the wall. A different language you can't read except for the word Cult of the Black Veil. Conveniently, those words are in exactly the language you can read. From everything I found, I think these are the ruins of an ancient cult. They seem to be devoted to some type of sentient evil. I think they used this island, or maybe the person they worship did. And I think they used this ritual site to travel to and from the island. I think they sacrificed people on this torture wall in order to open some portal out of here. Oh, I could do all of them, okay. You walk over to the wall and examine the chains and locks. It looks like some kind of torture wall. Wow, what happened to people here? Did they keep prisoners? It looks like they were tortured, but from what I've been able to dig up, it was something more ritualistic, serving a larger purpose. I have reason to believe those prisoners weren't alive for long. Do you think the Cult of the Black Veil is still around? Are we in danger? I don't know, maybe, but I have a plan, and all we need... Oh, and right as you're finally about to get some of that sweet information, you've been lusting after Claudette and White popping again. This time, they swear it's a good reason. I promise we're not being manipulated at this time, honest. It's time for dinner, you silly gooses. Come get some food. Dwight, for the last time, the plural of goose is geese. Sorry, I keep forgetting. Okay. I mean, he was telling from the beginning that he knew something about the island, so that was probably the best first choice I could have made. What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining, and that's not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. No, you are really feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry, I'll keep your dirty little secret. But enough gentle ribbing, it's time to get back to business. All the appetizing single have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Wraith is here too. Oh, this is gonna be a long day, I think. We're not going to do the gag where we cram them all on one screen at the same time again, so just believe me, they're all here, and they're just as sexy as demented as you remember them. With your love on the line, everyone is being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Oh, they all love me? Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I'm as surprised as you are that these four are falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because you just met them yesterday. However, since Spirit seems like the biggest long shot to end up holding onto your heart, she throws caution to the wind and speaks up. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murderer's Island, but hey, letting them have this one moment in the spotlight is that it's the least we can do, and heaven knows they won't do any better than that. Clearly, I need to do a little bit more to be part of this group, or I'll be alone forever. However, I don't eat, and I like being alone, so I take that all back. I don't care about that the group has for dinner, as long as we start with shrimp cocktails. I saw a movie once where these ghosts turned shrimp cocktail into a haunted synchronized dance, and I'm still working out how they did it. This is really annoying. My earbuds keep falling out. You mean beetle? Hey, stop them from saying it. Beetle shrimp? The most rare and delicious type of shrimp? Beetle shrimp? Is this some new species? Because I've hunted many beetle and many shrimp, and I've never heard of beetle shrimp. Of course you haven't. Like Spirit says, they've got hypnotic power. Anyone who sees them soon forget. Also, something to do with dancing? I was going to say anything that dumb. No, I was going to say, achoo! Excuse you, eh? Now you were saying, Trapper? Oh, You've done all you can. I appreciate it. I'm gonna have to narrate us out of this somehow. Hold on, are you afraid we might accidentally recite some spell and conjure a ghost? Because I hate to break it to you, but it's a bit late for that. And then a giant osprey swooped down and dropped a severed head on the table, distracting everyone. Trapper? Hey, I've never seen this particular severed head before. What? This time I'm being honest. Sorry, not my finest work, but something had to be done. We've got to be careful about which cultural reference we get mixed up with, is all. Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? You've had an interesting day, that's for sure, but how will you describe it to the others? Say too much or too little, and it could affect your standing with the group. Okay, but don't just sit there saying nothing. Nothing is not an option. Say you had a great time, get excited about the hatch. Ooh. I'm just gonna say I had a great time. It was a blast. We had a great time and played cornhole. I won't tell you who won, but we both did, in a way. Everyone rolls their eyes. Talk about sexy. No, really, if you're gonna tell us a story, talk about something sexy instead, or whatever that was. Wraith smiles. You're strangely good at getting him to do that. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now, and they are all very tired. Oh wait, no, sorry, that's a dreary supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica, not a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. Bon appetit. Okay. Why is it spelled like that? Don't you mean bon? No, almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it, even the vegetables. Impossible to avoid on this island. Everyone eats without speaking, tension arising both of the sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette comes back to clean up the table. They linger around you as they pick up your plate, take your napkin, and dust crumbs off the table. What would you like to say to the servants? Thank them, I guess? Your top-notch services is much appreciated. Everyone, if you would please be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit, we'd greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is gonna happen, something that will change everything. You can go willingly, or you can go unwillingly. You have no choice. Tough cookies. Did you have a choice on how you said that, dweeb? Yes, and I immediately regret how I did. Good, something needs to change around here. Fire is rebirth. Fire illuminates the soul. I hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire, I mean, not my eyes. Because of childhood trauma involving a fire. And finally, everyone started moving towards the fire pit, if only to get away from Wraith's complaining. You take a seat on a comfortable log, feeling the fire seat against your skin, and wait for the other killers to take their places, wondering who will want to tell a story this time. Will narrator tell a story? I bet they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think, are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like that? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing happens. Something almost always seems to be happening here. So nothing is probably not a great sign. Oh cool, and now everyone is looking at you. So you know, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story, or we could play charade, Buggle? Well, we were actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? Wraith points his spine and skull staff thingamajig at you. You duck out of his way. Who knows what that thing can do? Probably shoot lasers. Try not to bore us. We're just very interested in you. Don't speak for me, Huntress. Now you can tell if you're warm from the fire or if it's your nerves heating up. I know that the fire is right here, but maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we can start to pretend it's not here and doesn't, you know, threatens to burn us all alive. He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Wraith. I was about to make an important decision about telling a story or not. Fine, I don't think it's a good idea to say no. Sure, I'm game to tell a story. I hope it's a mystery. Okay, so what type of story do you want to tell? Romance, adventure, or action? I mean, they're probably gonna prefer one of those two, but I'll go with this one. I think Wraith is probably gonna like this one. I'll tell a romantic story. About two lovers who takes poison together and die foaming at the mouth. Or about two strong hunters who meet when they both try to bludgeon the same wily Wolverine. Not quite, it's about my parents. They met at a party in college. He was hosting, she had been dragged there by some friends. They couldn't have been more different, and yet, as the night went on, they were drawn to each other. She made fun of his taste in music, and he took an interest in her major, women's studies. They were married within 2 months. Bit soon to know if you can trust someone, don't you think? It's so sweet. I know he was gonna like it. Exactly, I learned a lot about love from them. If you know, you know. Some people don't need years to get acquainted with their partners. Love could spark from a mere look across a campfire. Now you've gotten their attention. Each killer is furiously attempting to catch your eyes from across the fire pit. Except for Trickster, who has wandered over to the bar and is loudly playing his own music on headphones to drown you out. Okay, that's not a very good story. I don't mean to insult you, but it was actually quite bad. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. We can't just end there. So, who else would you like to hear a story from tonight? You look from killer to killer, trying to decide who might be the most entertaining. Okay, I think I'm doing pretty good with Wraith. And quite frankly, I fear that she's gonna kill me. So, just in case this choice is wrong, can you please, can I save before? Really? No? Okay, I'm doing good with Wraith. I'm hoping it's enough, but I feel like if I don't pick her, she's gonna end up killing me. So, but I don't know if there's a certain amount of thing I need to do with him. Why can't I fucking save? Do not kill me, please. No, I don't know. Yes, she does hate me. I can't even choose anything. What the fuck is happening? The game is just... Now it worked. Well, I guess if you want, let's see what story could I tell. I could tell you one about Mami Wata, a beautiful African sea goddess who would lure men in with sex and then reveal her true form as a half-woman, half-fish, making them swear to be true to her and no one else. Long story short, it usually ended badly for the men. Which is the end of that story, I guess. My bad. Let's see. There's that one about the mysterious cult that would demand a human sacrifice to, No, that's not good. You don't want to hear that one. There's the living tree. Its branches were more like tentacles, and it oozed a strange liquid from its bark. One time a girl I knew drank the liquid. She disappeared that night. But a week later, a new tree appeared. It had a very familiar looking face etched into the bark. No, that's a bad story. That could never happen. What about something truly horrifying? One time I was doing my maths, and I mixed up the quadratic equation and Pythagorean theorem. Just for a second in my mind, I guess I was tired, but wow, that was really scary. I want to hear more about the half-fish lady, particularly the fish part. It's not just you, eh? Half the time, I have no idea what the hell Trapper is talking about either. When you're hot and rich and extremely scary, you start to think people will just accept whatever you say. How was story time? Well, that was short. A lot of people like to take pot shots at sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up. When you think it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more a fan of the episodic style of storytelling. Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressures off any individual installment and builds a greater sense of community between audience and creator. Tell me, if you could delete any sequence from existence, what would it be? Don't answer that, we don't actually care. We're just here to make sure that we seamlessly move on to the next segment of the evening. God forbid my small talk get in the way of a romantic Twilight moment. Dwight, I'm gonna need you to shut your yap trap. You know that we need to get back to. The thing we do whenever we're not on screen. Oh, okay. You have fun tonight and try not to, wink wink, end up dead. Why did you say the word wink wink out loud, and what kind of double entendre are you getting at with the end up dead thing? Dwight is physically incapable of winking, not since the accident, and you don't know that all of these people are despicable criminals with double-digit kill counts, right? Well, at least it's not triple. Well, except for Spirit, she really doesn't belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed. Did I hear something trash-talking spirit? Deal me in. What do you say we take this talk to the hot tub so I can soak with this bud while I roast that ghost with some killer hot takes? Please, enough talk of burns, things that are lit or getting blazed. It's enough that these activities have to be set next to a literal fire. Must I be surrounded by figurative flames as well? What if we turn and run as far away from this place as we could, just you and me? On those spindly legs, you'd probably tire before you got too far. If it's running away to some place more secluded, A is after. They should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure powers. Not that my walk speed really reflects my giant stature, but that's because I choose to move slowly for stealthy reasons. It's my own choice, and it's completely logical. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over all that. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other so that corporation can swoop in and sell you fake solution to all your fabricated problems. I'll be sitting in the shade and drinking something locally sourced while thumbing through a public domain novella printed on a recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. It's like she's actively trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on or just me? Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems his attention, along with the attention of everyone else, is still on you for the moment. If you could, I don't know, just pick one of us maybe, we could all move on with our lives, or, you know, some special project we might have going? You heard him. Who will it be? Who will you head off with for an evening activity? I'm just saying, you may not get a ton of chances to date around like this before your time on Murder's Island comes to a close. And no, I'm not satisfied with that line either. But with this streaming reality TV dating show boom happening, it's pretty much all that wasn't taken. Which killer will you pick? And yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because, that guy. Committing to Wraith. I knew you'd never pick me. Who am I kidding? But I did pick you. Wraith immediately turns and runs away. It's not like he didn't tell you what you were getting into. Well, follow him. Is the day not ending? You catch up to Wraith and as usual, he appears a little anxious. Ask what's one, give Wraith a massage, tell him to calm down. I'm gonna ask. Hey, you seem a little off, what's wrong? Wraith stops and tries not to look at you. After a moment, he relaxes. You can't tell, huh? You must be getting to know me pretty well. There's that big sight again. Sorry, sometimes I get too in my head. You're not understanding me. Well, maybe there's some way we can get out of there. Suggest throwing a frisbee, suggest getting down and dirty in the sand. We're on the beach, we could throw around a frisbee. Well, it's dark and I don't really like sports. It's like you know nothing about him. Disappointing, eh? Yeah. But who knows, maybe it'll work. Wraith grabs a frisbee, looks at it like it's a moon rock or something, then tosses an absolute bullet right at you. You're so shocked at how absolutely sick that throw was, bro. This dude can really handle. In fact, you're so shocked you duck out of the way of the incoming disc instead of catching it. I thought you weren't good at this. Oh well, it's really just the Bernoulli principle, the gyroscopic inertia of a spinning disc. He talks at you for about 5 minutes before running out of steam and realizing you haven't walked off like a normal sane person would've. Want to throw the frisbee back? I guess so. Suddenly nervous, you clutch a frisbee in more or less the same way Wraith just taught you about you aim and fire. It wobbles a little bit and sails away from Wraith before catching the breeze and sailing perfectly into his outstretched hand. I crushed it. Uh-oh, Wraith starts to tremble. Crush? No, never again. Can't crush. Ask why he's scared of the word crush. I'm gonna hug him. You have lumped him in a wordless hug. Sometimes silence is the best thing, you know? I wish Trapper understood that. Wraith eventually calms down, still looking away. Thank you. Sorry, You don't need to apologize or explain. Wraith turned to you, smiling sheepishly. Wow, this day went by so fast, but guess it's over. I don't understand why it's... You strange, beautiful weirdo. What happened? And that's the next day. So I'm gonna end it here. I'm guessing this is gonna be the last day, or maybe there's gonna be 2 more, I don't know. But this is gonna be the end for this one. So thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.